What's my story, you guys? What's my story? This is Polo Go checking in with you guys. So we're at the last week of March 2023. And don't forget, March is a month where we march forward. And in 2023, we are free, you guys, most definitely. So this is something that's near and dear to my heart. And we're going to talk about what's my story. What is your story? What is my story that we're going to share with the world? That when we leave, they're going to talk about us. So here we go, you guys. A couple of days ago, I had the true blessing of being able to speak to a Mrs. Maria, a strong Mexican lady, very strong, smart, and filled with wisdom as well, and very, very, very strong woman. And when I saw her, I haven't seen her in a minute, but when I spoke to her and I saw her, I said, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." And I was like, "How are you?" She's like, "Good. How's your family? Good. How's your husband? Good. Okay, good, good." And then I was like, "That's crazy. We're almost done with March, and we're gonna go into April pretty soon, and we're almost finishing the first quarter, the first quarter of 2023." She's like, "I know." She's like, "But I don't like it." And I'm like, "Well, why?" She said, "Because I'm getting older, and we're getting older." I said, "You're right." And then I told her, "But guess what, though? Not that many people made it to your age. Not that many people made it to my age. They didn't get to live this long, and they're gone." And she said, "You know what? You're right. And let me share with you." And I was like, "Okay." And she said that recently a young man, a young college student, immigrant from Africa, had just passed, and he was attending the community college in Mount San Antonio, Mount Sac Community College in the city of Walnut, California. And he's from Africa, and he immigrated over here. And when he was here, he was even sleeping in the car, and there was times where he had nothing to eat. But he was very humble, and he eventually got adopted by a family that was well off financially. They were able to provide for him everything that he needed, or what have you. But the thing is that he was a very humble person, very humble young man, another being of light and love, another star seed. And you would see him wherever you would see him. I was told that he would wear shorts and a shirt, and he was real humble, even though his parents could buy him clothes that he would be very well off and look very sharp and stuff. But he didn't choose to live like that. You would always see him with shorts and a little shirt and be very humble. And everywhere he went and left, he left his presence. And he was very humble, very, very beautiful person, right? And she told me that one time his parents took him to Mexico so he could go visit Mexico and, see as a tourist what Mexico's like. And he said that he had $5 in his pocket, his last $5, and he gave it to a Mexican family. And his dad's like, "Yo, son, you're giving your last $5 to that family." He's like, "Yeah, Dad, it's okay. They need it. They're hungry. I'm okay." Because where I used to live was harder. And then when I came to America, I was homeless and I was sleeping in the car. So I know what it is. So it's okay, Dad, don't worry. And that's how he was, that kind of person he was. He was a being of light and love, sharing it with the world. And, as the story continues, but this is facts. Everything I'm going to share with you guys is facts, you guys, as I go through on my journey in my life, the spiritual journey. So welcome to the spiritual encounter. And as the days went on, he was diagnosed by a doctor with leukemia, and they told him that he was going to live 2 months. Well, needless to say, 2 days later, he passed away and he got to go home. So his story that he left behind him, his story was that he is a being of light and love, a child of the Most High, being humble and sharing love with the world and everybody that he encountered. And in his presence and wherever his presence was, he left a good feeling, a good vibe. So it makes me think, what is my story? What is my story, you guys? What is your story? What is my story, you guys? When I leave and I expire and I'm gone and my mission is completed, what is my story that's going to be told? And in the meantime, my story is my attitude, my character, my integrity, my honor, my faith, how I treat this body, this vessel that was loaned to me because it's only borrowed. It was only given to me borrowed because we're here on borrowed time, literally here today and gone today. How I treat others, how I treat my family, how I treat those close to me, the ones that love me, and sometimes even if they don't understand me, how I treat them, how I treat strangers, how I treat the gardener that comes to the house, how I treat people, how I react to things. How am I? Am I explosive? Or am I learning how to be emotionally mature, right? Now I know that I am a work in progress, and that is a beautiful thing that gets me excited, because if I am a work in progress, that means I have room to get better and better each day and to self-improve every day in every way, right? So whenever I get bent out of shape or because it's just gonna happen. Life is a bigger school, and we're in the school of hard knocks, and it's just gonna happen. I might fall short every day, or I do fall short every day, and I might not act as good as I did yesterday, but you know what? I'm eager to learn and self-improve. So when I get bent out of shape, how fast am I to be able to get and fine-tune myself and get back in motion in alignment with the spirit of abundance? Because if you think, or if I think I have it bad, it could always be worse. So I'm just here to remind you that whatever we're going through is for our life experience, to make us stronger and then help those behind us. That whenever you think that no one understands you, you're all alone, you're not. You're not. Believe me, you're not. And whenever you think that you can't handle this, or you can't stand what you're going through, then call on the power of God. Oh yes, you guys. What's my story going to be? That I finally decided and chose to snap out of it and get up, dust myself off, and start taking action and give my life to God and depend on Him. And when I don't understand, or when I'm weak and I can't handle it, then I call on God's power, because His strength makes me strong in my weakness. Once again, when I am weak, God makes me strong. And the story that I'm going to leave behind, that yes, I made a mess, a huge mess many times, but out of that mess, God was there chiseling away all my defects. And when I allowed Him to, it was even better, because then I'm eager, I'm willing to allow myself to change. And when I leave, I'm going to leave here, and I'm going to leave a legacy, and I'm going to help many families, and I'm going to make a difference in the community, starting with myself. So here we go, you guys. We're going to pray. Father God, thank you for this moment right now, divine by design, where we can pray to you and give you thanks in advance for everything that you do for us. I want to ask you and thank you for the passion that you fill us up with, for the peace, for the energy, for the changes that are coming, disguised as adversities and crises. The miracles will be performed in the blessings. Thank you for allowing us to wake up each day, and when we're done, thank you for allowing us to make it back home safe, and thank you for allowing us to make each day count and go down in history as a win. And thank you for allowing us to see clearly that it's not about me or you or us, but it's about glorifying you, because we are children, beings of light and love, and sharing that with the world. And we ask you that when we don't understand, to please be with us and show us exactly what you want us to see, and allow us to see what you want us to see, and close the doors that we don't need and open the doors that we do need. And we ask you to be in front of us, behind us, and all around us, protecting us with every step, every decision, every breath, every action and reaction that we take in our lives, all to glorify you. And we thank you for the sacrifice that you paid on the cross for us, and we thank you for this moment right now. And we ask you in the most precious name of all, Jesus Christ. So once again, what is my story going to be? What is your story going to be? I ask you, and I invite you to ask yourself that question, and surround yourself with people that have knowledge, that can help you heal, and allow the healing process to continue. Move forward, and let's keep going. Next level, champs. Next level. Blessings I send your way. Once again, this is Polo Gold. Praise one, love one, God only. So let's go, champs. Let's get it done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Be amazing, champs.